Okay, I'm going to demonstrate how to utilize the overhead template. This is a template that we've made. It's probably not a conventional template from what you're used to. It's the largest cutout that we're aware of. We just leave this in the center for support. A lot of templates will have metal edges. Everything on this machine needs to be a 3/8, 15-30 seconds template, so ½ inch, 3/8 to ½ inch. So simply, you just take the template, push it nice and secure all the way into the back corner. Then over here, you have a little toggle switch that locks it into position. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to position the door down below relative to the template. We went over that briefly in a previous video, but we're going to do it again a little bit more in depth now. So this is a 6/8 door. With a 6/8 door, we want this black unit all the way up against the frame as far as it goes in, which it is currently. I'm going to take the back set off. That's very important. Make sure it's off. Up against the fence. Just past the 2x4s is ideal. Put a little bit of pressure on the side of the door and hit your door clamp. You'll feel the door get pushed to the left a little bit, and that's its position. That gives it the same relative edge as this angle fence in the back. So 6/8 door, both clamps on both sides are all the way in, and the door is now clamped up. Then simply bring the cutter head underneath the overhead template. You can lower the template, push that lever, that lowers the template over the top template follower, also 1.5 inches. So whenever you make your templates, they have to have a ½ inch offset all the way around the cutout. Bring the cutter into a corner. It honestly doesn't matter which corner, just once you start going, it has to be in a clockwise rotation. Now what I'm going to do for this video is I'm just going to do a cut coming down this fence and then up this fence and down that other one, just so we don't take too long on the video. So I'm also going to go ahead and oscillate while we're doing this. So I turn my oscillation on, turn my cutter on, and then I'm going to do plunge. And I have my blower set, so it's going to give us a little bit of air blow. So cutter on, bring it over in this corner, and lower the cutter. Okay, so it took off there. You probably saw that towards the end. That's just because I ended up lining up perfectly with a previous cut that I had done as a test earlier. But the bottom of the door is nice and smooth, and the top of the door is also nice and smooth. When running the cutter, you have two options for speed. Your bottom belt is for doing wood. Your top pulley is for doing steel. Obviously we're doing a little bit slower for cutting steel, just to keep the tool a little bit cooler. We're using a multi-flute, 2-flute router bit, and that'll be sent with the machine. Another thing in the back here, the template, this template here will rotate. when you're cutting your lights, potentially you may have to set it up in this fashion and use the template clamp just so you can clear the template when you're cutting. And that's the reason why it rotates. In addition to it moving out of the way, you can also obviously do 3 different size lock bore holes. So this is the conclusion on how to use the overhead template. Overhead template only works with 6/8 doors or smaller. Next video is going to be on how to use a 6/8 door with the template on top of the door.